Good morning and welcome to Deadline Scotland's roundup of what's in the newspapers today on Wednesday the 14th of October. I'm Oliver Faramond.
And I'm Rory Reynolds. Let's have a look at today's papers.
We'll start with the Scotsman. The Scotsman have a photo of Michael Martin, now Lord Martin, entering the upper house, and a story about Lloyds Banking Group cutting their charitable foundation. And on page 3, there's a full page devoted to alcohol stories, firstly about the Whisky Olympics, and another one about Newcastle Brown Ale being brewed in Yorkshire. I think this is quite a surprising page 3 for the Scotsman. Moving on to the Times now, this is one of a few newspapers to carry more expensive stories on their front page today.
Absolutely, I think this will continue all week.
They've also got a photo on the front page of the mother of Niamh Lafferty, who's one of the girls who jumped from the Erskine Bridge last week.
That's right, there's an inquiry being held into the care home that the two young girls came from.
The Daily Telegraph today has on its front page the expenses again, and they've taken a slightly different line to the Times, where they've focused the story about Gordon Brown, about how the backbench Labour rebels refusing to pay up.
On page 8 of the Daily Telegraph today, a story about the Glasgow North East by-election, SNP saying that the poverty there is a damning indictment of Labour rule. The Herald's front page today, Scottish Enterprise is under fire after paying £41 million out in payoffs to staff. The average payout to staff was £115,000 when they left the Quango, Scotland's largest Quango.
This story is very much against the backdrop of cuts in public spending, which is on the news agenda at the moment.
That's right. Scottish Enterprise's budget used to be £500 million. It's now just £250 million.
The main story on the front page of the Daily Record today, two cousins who repeatedly raped an Edinburgh beautician for 8 hours after snatching her off the streets in Edinburgh.
Michel Moshalewski, whatever his name is, has pled guilty, admitted to his involvement in the rape. His cousin Thomas Krivic committed suicide after being arrested for the attack in February.
And on page 8 of the Daily Record, John Smeaton has quit the Glasgow North East by-election race, citing health reasons. He said at the end of this story there's a line saying he was disappointed by his performance and was worried that the poll campaign could dent his reputation, but I think he was in with a stronger chance than possibly he thought.
Certainly, I remember seeing quite a few vox pops on TV of people who seemed willing at least to hear out some of Smeaton's policies. Taking a look at today's Scottish Daily Mail, the head of Tesco, Sir Terry Lee, has said that schools in Britain really are woeful. He said that many of the school leavers that Tesco employs, Tesco is the largest private employer in Britain, don't have basic education skills, and he says that employers are left to pick up the pieces. On the front page of the Scottish Sun today, Celtic star Scott Brown was sent to his room after getting hammered at an amusement park. While at Alton Towers in Staffordshire, the Celtic star clashed with another visitor to the park.
And on the front page of the Scottish Daily Express today, 75% on sick benefits are faking, which is very much a general election story, as this is one of the main policy platforms for the Tory party.
That's right. I think around £2 billion a year are lost to benefit fraud. That will certainly be an issue that the political parties will be looking to deal with to cut down on Britain's large deficit. Page 3 of the Scottish Daily Express today. BBC's Adrian Chiles, who presents The One Show, was divorced in 83 seconds by his former wife, and just hours later he was seen with Christine Beakley, his co-host on the BBC One Show. Also on page 3, a London-based translation company that translates between languages is looking for an expert to translate Glaswegian.
On the front page of the Daily Mirror today, the only paper to splash Stephen Gately, and they've got exclusive words from Louis Walsh saying that he was completely broken and he's lost his best friend.
That's right, the reality TV star and former band manager flew to Dublin to be with Gately's family.
And on the back page of most of Scotland's newspapers today is a story about a young chap who's born in Somalia and is now playing for Celtic under new FIFA residency rules.